Jenny Krim, and here's some of the latest. Thousands of Japanese police raided the compound of a Buddhist religious group and carted away 60 drums of a chemical that reportedly is similar to the toxic substance used in the attacks on Tokyo subways. People still searching for the gunman who robbed a post office, killing 4 people. That's some of what's happening. More news at noon.
Whoa, at the Giant Eagle Pharmacy, there's a wide selection. Come and see.
I've never seen so many kinds of shampoo. You better choose, hon.
Groovy. Mom, you're so retro. Here's one that won't upset your stomach, Mrs. Wilson.
Giant Eagle, so simple for you.
There are enough choices here to boggle my mind.
These low prices boggle my mind.
Load it up and have a ball. Pontiac Transport's got it all.
The roominess and convenience of flexible seating. 2, count 'em, 2 built-in child seats. Pontiac's exclusive power sliding door. Touch the button and let it slide. And the safety of standard airbag and anti-lock brakes.
Pontiac Transport, it's got it all.
We handle injury cases. That's all we do.
Call the Eshelman Legal Group. We make a difference. We get results. 1-800-365-0001.
Joanne Woodward, Brian Dennehy, Foreign Affairs, a free television premiere, Saturday at 11.
Coming next is Live with Regis and Kathie Lee. Today, Grammy Award-winning singing superstar Linda Ronstadt will perform for us. Plus, she's making the brand new Spider-Woman and her Broadway debut, international star María Conchita Alonso. And Oscar fever continues when entertainment reporter Claudia Cohen previews Best Actress nominees, including Jodie Foster and Jessica Lange. All next on Live. Now here are Regis Philbin and Kathie Lee Gifford.
Everybody, nice to see you. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, 1995. What's going on?
Big day at the Gifford house. Cody's 5. He's 5.
He's 5 and feels like he's at least 10.
He came bounding down the steps this morning and he says to me, "Mommy, am I 5 yet?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "Right this instant?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Yes." So, big stuff planned today, Reg. Pizza Hut. Gonna be very big today.
Oh my gosh. All out today, huh?
All
well, that's nice.
out.
I remember it well. I remember the day well.
I think I should get a present. Remember what I went through?
Yeah, you're the only one in the world who went through it.
Here's the big guy.
Naked?
Well, you don't see anything, but... What a
totally
body.
at 5,
yeah. My phone.
Isn't it funny that years go by? Now they, you live through their birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You have a sense of time through their birthdays. Well, you got a big party?
Yeah, just a couple of his friends.
I haven't gotten my invitation yet.
We've been celebrating for 2 weeks now. You know, it's
You're
like
tired.
I'm sick to death of it. Today's it. And so, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Daddy's out of town. Daddy's in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Rotten father that he is.
What's he doing there?
Oh, he's there for the Nabisco Dinah Shore. He has to be there because he works for Nabisco.
The Nabisco Dinah Shore women's golf tournament?
Yes.
Tough duty on Frank. Yeah, darn it, I'll bet he's kicking himself, too.
He's staying with Cody's godfather, Don Meredith, so you know they're up to no good.
The two of them together?
Absolutely.
Oh, run to daylight the way I see it.
Thank God Susan's there to oversee those two. She had to go on the road with them all those years on Monday Night Football just to make sure they behaved themselves.
Oh, my gosh.
Please, Susan.
Please, Keep your eye on both of them, Susan. Well,
what's up, babe?
Well, I don't know. You know, the news is so depressing these days, it's hard to know where to turn.
I don't know. There's always Cato Kalin.
Yeah. Cato got a few laughs yesterday in the
He
in the
reminds
courtroom.
me of Regis. My new puppy.
New puppy,
He's
yeah.
like a puppy. He's
Yeah.
got, you know.
Well, he was very nervous yesterday, and she said to him at one point, "Do you think that O.J. could have helped you in your career?" And he said, "Well, we wouldn't have been up for the same parts."
That was very...
Got a nice laugh, yeah.
Yes.
you had to be there, I guess, and you had to have Cato say it to you. But, gee, there was quite a scene in a courtroom here on Long Island with Colin Ferguson. You know, that's a recent development, isn't it? I don't remember years ago when victims or families of victims had a chance to tell the person who ruined their lives what they thought of him and what he did to them, you know?
You wish it would have some impact on them.
Well,
apparently, he sat there stone-faced or...
Everybody was crying in the courtroom, the victims, their families,
the court reporter.
The cops, everybody was crying but the guy who did it. And it's hard to know what impact it had on him is right. But that's a new development, you know, where you get a chance to tell that person exactly what you feel. I haven't seen that in the past.
We're guaranteed our right to face our accusers. It only seems right.
Yeah, that you have a chance to talk. I'm sorry, he's gone. I think he's gone. Pat Riley, you know, he's seen enough ugliness this year. Look, he doesn't want to see anymore. He's hiding his eyes.
Has it gotten really bad? I have not been watching.
Well, they lost again to Charlotte last night, but he must...
Charlotte?
Yeah. Yeah, Charlotte's got a pretty good
Didn't even know
team.
they had a team. Gee,
Yeah,
that's
Charlotte.
bad.
Charlotte Hornets. And, you know, he's beginning to talk about the great old days when he was with the Lakers, you know, and that great run that they had out there.
I don't know. Is it his fault or the team's? What do you say?
Hope he stays. Well,
I hope he stays, too. He's a great coach.
Still a great coach. Just can't seem to get it together. Speaking of basketball, I don't know if you had a chance to see this, but this young fellow right here is...
Mount St. Michael's?
Yeah, Jarrett Lockhart. He is the son of Cynthia Lockhart.
That's all right, great looking kid. He's been here before.
Yeah. Mount St. Michael's has won the Catholic High School Championship in the city and the state, and now is playing in the state federations up at Glens Falls this weekend. He's a terrific basketball player. Every time I see him or his mother, I whisper, Notre Dame, Notre Dame, Notre Dame.
Well,
but
maybe,
she whispers back, Duke, Duke. I don't. But she's a terrific lady, and I'm so happy for her that this kid turned out to be the
He's
gem he is.
He's a beautiful kid, as I recall, too.
You know, before she came, this Cynthia Lockhart woman, there was anarchy and chaos in this little pen that our staff stays in.
It's pretty pitiful.
And phones would ring, and there was no organization.
Nobody answered.
There was just like 5 producers in Gelman, you know, and there was not even somebody to answer the phones. Well, this woman came in and made law and order out of craziness. Thank God she came, you know.
Maybe she could run for Congress.
I think she could, and do a job all by herself.
Good for Cynthia.
I'm glad for her and her boy.
That's wonderful.
And I took my cat to the haircutters today. Oh, you know, he knows.
Already this morning you've done that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you are...
But
you are a man among men.
You got to put him in his container. Did I ever show you? I think I brought the containers here. I was somewhere, and somebody gave me a great big container to schlep the cat in, you know?
Yes.
It's a great big pink thing. I swear, it's about as big as this little end table right here.
Yeah.
And you put him in the middle of it. So when he sees me wrestling with that...
He knows.
Remember the comic strip, The Phantom would vanish? He vanishes. So today I looked at him and I fed him a little bit, and he was surprised that I fed him before work, you know. But I wanted him to have a little full stomach before he was...
So he'd have something to throw up in the car.
Yes, exactly. So then I snatched him, threw him in the bathroom, and locked the door. And then he knew what was going on. And then I got the big thing outside the door, opened the door, dove on him, got him, put him inside. Wah! Wah! Wah!
With that snaggled tooth a-flying.
Wah! Wah! But it was too late. Took him around the corner, got him in there, got him a lion cut. A lion cut. You know what that means? That means about that much left. That means he's going to look like a rat when he comes back. But I can't take that hair on these Himalayans.
Well, he gets fur balls, too.
Absolutely,
bad fur balls.
And they mat, you know, and it's just absolutely ugly.
That cat has been such a source of joy for you.
He's near the end of his rope. Yeah.
Cats don't give back the same way dogs do they?
It's a commitment. An animal is a commitment.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a friend of mine got a new puppy, you know, and he's in his late 50s. I said, do you know you're going to be 73 by the time this animal leaves you? You're going to be in a walker. You know what I mean?
You're always the voice of doom, Reg. Maybe that pet will provide companionship in that person's twilight years.
Well, maybe.
That's why Frank got a puppy.
That's why Frank got a wife, too. But anyway, hey, come on! You're absolutely right. He wanted companionship.
Companionship. Then he got me 2 puppies, and then he gave me 2 babies. Now he's not another puppy.
And now he's off for a ladies...
And there's no end in sight.
Now he's off to a ladies' golf tournament. Whoa! Hey, Frank does all right for... Wait a minute. Wait, what do I see on Art Moore's lapel over there? My God, he's got Gelman's mic.
Mic'd.
He's got Gelman's microphone.
Out of control.
It was passed on.
You know, it's only a matter of time before you guys who toil behind the camera, enjoy the glare and glitz of the camera existence. And boy, you wormed your way in here, Art. You took the circuitous route from back of the house where nobody even knew you were there for 5 years to over here to the little station here that Gelman fakes talking to McGrail, and then over here with 1 foot on the riser with the microphone here so everybody can hear what you've got to say. Well, now that you've got a microphone on, what have you got to say?
I have nothing to say.
I figured, yeah.
Art, you may soon get all the trappings that this
Yes.
job brings. You may have your own stalker pretty soon.
Oh.
Yeah, lucky you, huh?
Thank you.
No, Art doesn't need a stalker. Art looks like he could do a little stalking himself. So, what else? Anything else going on in your life? Your birthday, your husband's gone, what else going on?
I'm going to be joining him on Monday. Mrs. Ford, Betty Ford's asked me to go out there and sing for her big, she has a tournament right after the Nabisco, so Frank will be 3 days in between tournaments. Have the Variety Club Telethon on Sunday that I'll be doing, and then do the show here with you, then get on a plane to fly all the way to Palm Springs to sing for her an hour and turn around and come home.
But she's cutting back.
You have no idea the things I have said no to, but Mrs. Ford is one of those people.
You have to do it.
And I love her, and she does unbelievable work there. She's changed so many people's lives. I may stay for 2 weeks while I'm there and do a little...
Why don't you? It could help us all, I'll tell you that. Freakin' Finelli is in our audience
Freakin'.
along with his wife. Hi, Freakin', how you doing? Now, Freakin', as I understand it, we have our own little benefit coming up, doesn't Our Lady of Solace Grammar School in the Bronx?
Yeah. Somehow to go from Betty Ford to freaking Finelli, Reach.
Well,
I mean, please.
No, but you're talking about a charity, and this is my latest project. Is something we've got to do up there for them?
Yeah, they wanted to know. I'm supposed to come down and find out the answer for next year, because this is for next year now.
It's that big an event? We got to wait till next year?
Well, they want to make sure that you have no commitment.
Freaking, I'm available next week. What are you talking about?
You're a busy guy,
No, don't be silly. Let's do it sooner than that. Let's do it in the fall. What do they want to do?
That's up to them, because...
Well, what do they want to do, Freakin'?
It's a memorial for Father Kelly, who passed away.
Uh-huh.
So they want to give you an award for being a good humanitarian, for helping other people.
Oh, Freakin'.
Wouldn't you rather just give him a check?
Yeah.
It's like, do me a favor, don't honor me.
No, Freakin', I'm not much, and there's no reason in the world
so
why I should
find out the answer for next year. They want to know now.
Yeah. Listen, Freakin', I'll be happy to help them, but anything but receiving an award. You know, I mean...
That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah.
But Freakin', I don't like to receive awards.
He knows it in his heart he doesn't deserve it, so he's uncomfortable.
Now, wait a minute. No, we'll talk, and I'll be happy to do it, and whenever they want to do it, we'll do it. Okay, and it's nice to see you and Carmen again.
And, we have that other one to do. We're going to help rebuild Greenwich Hospital with our friend...
there are so many...
I know, there's too many good deeds, but this one you've agreed to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
When did I agree to it?
About 8 months ago.
You forget.
It was late at night, you're at my house, you're like, all right!
Just take your hands off my throat, we'll do it.
That's right.
All right, the trivia tomorrow on Live, Tracy Gold, Christine Kunzelman, with the top 5 spring fashions for women. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
And
certain things I keep season to season to season, no matter what, and this is one of them. I'm wearing mine, maybe, I don't know.
I recognize
this
that.
I've had for, I think, 20 years. I've got shoes, actually, even older, but certain things you keep, and we'll ask Christine about that.
That's absolutely right. You get attached to something, it looks good, you feel good in it, and you hate to part with it, even though it may be slightly out of fashion, according to them.
Well, there's big news in the papers these days about, they've just completed the Paris fall shows.
Yeah.
And even the diehards in the fashion world are saying, where are the clothes for women? I mean, they've become big extravaganzas and big show business events, but they don't turn into actual money at the cash box with women going to buy clothes.
Excuse me, but that's what Kathie Lee casuals are all about.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Please. I understand you've got a line of shoes coming out now.
No. What time is it? Yeah. Yeah, and I want to wish the Walton family all the best, because they lost Bud Walton yesterday. I never did meet him, but apparently it's an amazing
That really
man.
is an amazing American business story.
And what a family.
All right, so also from Friends, which is a hot new series now.
It's every time I look at the ratings, it's number 4, number 5, number 3.
We have Joey, who's played by Matt LeBlanc on the show. So, good show tomorrow. And speaking of Friends, in the summer of 1971, James Taylor had a #1 hit with this classic song. Listen and... That's the line we want, okay? And on our show today, speaking of singers and great singers, here she is, Linda Ronstadt. Be out here in just a few minutes. Here's the new CD.
I've been listening to it since I got here today, and and the minute I put it on, I was like, oh yeah, this is quintessential Linda Ronstadt.
All new songs.
I remember when I was first starting out in folk music, when I was like 12, 13 years old, she was at a place in Washington called the Cellar Door. And this was a long, long time ago, and she was just unbelievable even then. And this is the stuff, I mean, she was one of the first, you think about it. Everybody's sort of combining rock and roll with rockabilly, bluegrass kind of stuff, but she did it, you know, 25 years ago. She's
Also,
just an amazing pioneer.
As I recall, she was one of the first ones to get a collection of those great old songs and make a CD out of it.
That's
maybe the first, I don't know,
well,
but
Nelson
she was
Riddle.
right there, boy, and it was great to hear those old songs
Well,
again.
that voice can sing anything, but this is what I love to hear her sing most. It's a fantastic new record.
She'll be out in a second. And who else do we have? María
Conchita Alonso.
Yes, the kiss of the Spider-Woman is here.
And Claudia Cohen's here with the latest Oscars coming up on Monday. She's got a look at the Best Actress category.
You know what we're going to do on Monday, you and I? Let us just sit together quietly, you and me.
Yes.
And consider all the nominees and make our picks once and for all.
Barbara came to me the other day and had me fill out what I thought. I filled it out at the time, having only seen one of the nominated movies. So I asked her if she could get me the other movies as they sent to the voters and everything, so that I could have a little bit more of an intelligent vote.
Right.
So last night I watched Nobody's Fool with Paul Newman.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, he's so wonderful in this. So tonight I'm going to see Pulp Fiction.
Make sure Cody sees that for his birthday.
After Cody goes to bed.
After Cody sees that, he'll be 30.
Yeah. No, I'm going to have an open mind.
Well, you should, sure.
Of course,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, to the phones, to Dayton, Ohio, actually Centerville, Ohio, Sharon Ferguson. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
How are you?
Sharon's had her choline cocktail today. How are you?
I love you guys. I wake up to you every morning.
Well, we wake up to you. It's nice to talk with you. Here's a downtown nighttime shot of Dayton, Ohio. A little skyline there developing. How long have you lived there?
Not very long. A little over 2 years. I'm from Colorado.
Oh, where in Colorado?
Littleton. It's about 10 miles south of Denver.
And why did you move to Ohio?
My husband was transferred with AT&T.
Ah.
So we're here until he decides to retire. We're here till he decides to retire, and then we're going back.
You're going back to Denver?
Yes.
Colorado.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Our children and grandbabies are there.
Yeah, okay.
Your commercial agent and mine is there right now, skiing.
Where?
He's
Who?
staying at our place out there.
Who's that?
Brian Dubin.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, Sharon, so what'd you do last night?
What did I do last night? I watched television with my husband.
What'd you watch?
Let's see.
Did you watch Newsroom?
Pardon me?
Did you watch Newsroom?
News Radio?
News Radio.
News Radio is supposed to be terrific.
No, I did not. I can't remember what I watched. We went for a walk first, then we came back and we watched a little of Dateline.
You went for
I
a
saw
walk.
a little Dateline, too.
You went for a walk for. Isn't that interesting? See, you could do that in some small towns and certain cities.
You can take a walk in New York if you want to.
Yes, we have a beautiful little area to walk in, and we have a little Boston Terrier named Baby Snooks that we took a walk with.
You're beginning to sound a little bit like Kathy.
I know, I got the biggest kick out of you taking your cat to the vet. It reminded me, can I tell you a story? It's about
Linda Ronstadt's song.
Go ahead.
I took my St. Bernard to the vet in 1973, and I had just bought a brand new 240Z, and you know how small they are.
Yeah.
The dog weighed 250 pounds. Her name was Molly. And she had to go to the vet, and my husband and I put her in the car in the back part because there's only 2 seats. I drove and it was a stick shift, and I wasn't used to the car yet.
Oh, my gosh.
We're driving away, and all of a sudden, I stalled in the middle of an intersection because when I stalled, I hit the pedals wrong, and my big 250-pound St. Bernard rolled up on the gears in the middle of the intersection.
She's a big bone girl, that dog.
And we didn't know what to do. We're stuck in the middle of the intersection. Cars are beeping at us and everything. So my husband jumps out. He opens the rear of the 240Z. That's a Dobson, by the way. And he pulls the dog back off the gears.
He took the dog off the gear, yeah.
On to the vet. That's my story. Talk about complications.
Gee, that was a great story, Sharon.
Well, I thought you would enjoy that.
You know what I'm going to do?
We did, Sharon.
Sharon, we did, and it's always an adventure taking your pet to the vet. What I'm going to do is I hope to take a picture of Ashley and show you tomorrow what he looks like with his razor cut.
Regis has to get a fungal bath tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
You know, I keep thinking you're talking about me. A fungal bath? When did I agree to that? All right, listen, we don't have a lot of time here, Sharon. Come on, we've got a show to do. Did you hear that James Taylor song?
Yes, I did.
And the next line
is?
is?
What? I am just sick. I don't know the name. I remember it.
Oh, you don't know the name? You don't know the next line?
No. Play it again.
And I'll be there, and I'll
My mind's a blank. I'm sorry.
Too much dog story, but thank you, Sharon.
Sharon,
Gotta
sorry.
go. Bye, Sharon. Karen Gagne from Flanders, New Jersey. Gagne.
Hi.
How you doing, Karen?
I'm doing great.
Gagne, that's terrible.
Hey, it's only because they've got it written out here that you can, you know, it's great to be a genius when you can look down.
You can look down, too.
Well, I don't have time.
That's what I get all
Karen,
the
we're
time.
out of time, darling. Now, come on. What is the name of this song?
You've got a friend.
That's it, of course.
All right, please pick a number there between 1 and 160.
I'm going to pick my mother's birthday, August 19th.
19.
Congratulations, Karen. You and this lucky audience winner have both won the Sansui Micro 1001 micro component system featuring a 16-track programmable CD, cassette deck, and remote control, delivering clean, clear sound in the smallest of designs. From Sansui.
These are heavens. All right, and take a look at the postcard. Ironically, it would be this postcard at all from Karen Gagne from Flanders, New Jersey.
my
right
gosh.
there. We'll be right back with Linda Ronstadt in a moment.
Still ahead on Live, entertainment reporter Claudia Cohen with the latest on Oscar nominees Jodie Foster and Jessica Lange, and also actress Maria Conchita Alonso.
FiberCon or Metamucil? Both give you the same predictable regularity, the same natural action of fiber. So what makes FiberCon different? With FiberCon, I get my fiber in 2 caplets. FiberCon, fiber regularity that's easier to take.
3 legendary heroes are looking for a new partner.
You coming or ain't you?
But first, he'll have to pass a few tests, prove his courage,
What are you waiting for? Jump!
and make friends with a big blue ox. He's just a young boy.
Hang on now!
But he's the right man for the job.
You can handle things, man!
Disney's Tall Tale, The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 24th.
Dear Aquafresh, my teeth were so sensitive.
The pain was awful. Aquafresh Sensitive targets the problem, soothing the nerve to help stop the pain.
No more pain.
And great fresh taste.
Aquafresh Sensitive soothes the nerve, helps stop the pain.
Kids love Bob Evans sausage. Kids love Bob Evans links.
Introducing Bob Evans Maple Links with real maple taste.
Down on the farm goodness in every single bite. Just think
You can eat 'em in the morning.
you can eat 'em at nighttime too.
Kids love Bob Evans sausage.
Kids love 'em till they're through.
Bob Evans, down on the farm.
This is Randy Platts. By all accounts, he's a real pain in the neck. He's mean, messy, always busting stuff. and he likes to make disgusting noises with his armpit. In other words, it's safe to say that at this rate, he'll never grow up to work for Heinen's, where you'll find only the nicest, most helpful people in the grocery business. Ah, if only the rest of the world were as good as Heinen's. Well, I suppose he could always find work as a baggage handler.
Okay. Singing for nearly 3 decades now, sold over 30 million albums to date, eclectic style, sultry voice, has won her 7 Grammy Awards in the rock, pop, just like you say, just about everything, country and Latin music categories, and has just released her 28th album titled Feels Like Home. Here's Linda Ronstadt. Would you like to put this on, darling? Or? Yeah, just right over there is fine. So, Linda, welcome to our show. I think this is the very first time that we have interviewed you, and I have interviewed you to boot, right?
Right.
All these years. Nice to have you with us.
Well, thank you.
Much more comfortable in a recording session, I'm sure.
That's where I'm happy.
Yeah, that's where you're happiest, huh?
And you're actually going to go on the road with this record, right?
With a gun to my head, I'm afraid, but I've gotten so... I've turned into a little studio rat, you know. It's gotten hard. It's getting hard. It's just that plane and that hotel. But the music is good, and I always like the music. I was a little disappointed. I was kind of hoping this record started out to be a record that Dolly Parton, Emmylou Harris, and I were making.
Your second
It started
one
out to
since
be a record with Emmylou Harris, and then it became a trio record, and then it became a record with me and Emmy, and then it just became my record. But Emmy is very much a part of this music.
She sure
and
is.
particularly this song. She brought me this song, and she sang on the record with me. So she might join me for some of the concerts eventually.
Nice.
On the
That'll be
West
fun,
Coast.
won't it?
Eventually, we are getting around to making that record together.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like this has been a work in progress for a long time.
It just took the most peculiar journey, and so it has a lot of different kinds of things on that. Although it was frustrating at sometimes, because I was producing with my partner George Massenburg, so I was kind of driving this ship that kept lurching from port to port. You know, it was a country record, it was a traditional record, then it was an electric record, and then it was my record, and then it was Emmy's record. And so I
turned out to just be a great record.
Well, I had the mandolin finally as the continuous thread to sort of hold on to. I had a virtuoso mandolin player, David Grissman, on this record.
That you finally decided on, huh?
I just finally got a rock and roll song that I could have mandolin on. I went, that'll make it work. It's all about
Tom
mandolin.
Petty's song, right?
Right.
Well, that's something different, isn't it?
Yeah. So with Emmy, I don't know, soon we'll get together again and find some more weird songs.
She's been on several times. She's a lovely person.
She's a brilliant singer. She's of all the country singers, I don't think there's anyone in country music today that can even touch her.
Really? Well, that's quite a compliment.
She's just the best.
But you've been doing this for a long time. Do you remember the Cellar Door in Washington, D.C.?
I remember the Cellar Door, which had a strange kind of audience. It was kind of like the embassy set for the first show, and everybody kind of, and the second, and then the second show was sort of college kids, and the third show was just rednecks, and it was just,
you appealed to all of them.
And you could test. It was like a little demographic test. You know, you could test out your music on every kind of person. And of course,
boy, in those days there were 3 shows and sometimes 4 shows a night on weekends, maybe.
And I had the Eagles for my backup band then when I played the Cellar Door.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And you started with the Stone Ponies, right?
Well, that was way before that.
Way before that, yeah.
We're talking way back now. I go a long way now. I'm 48 years old, so I've been singing for a long time.
My gosh! And how you?
I'm starting to learn how to do it too. I mean, especially in the studio, I'm figuring it out. You know, because they say you need a lifetime to learn and then another lifetime to do it. And Aaron Neville once said to me, he said, I'm 50 years old, I'm just starting to learn to sing now. He said, one of these days I want to sing so good I can cure cancer. And, you know, a shiver just went up my spine because music does, it does have that ability to run you through another set of neurological connections and cure you.
But there's that much to learn about it?
Oh, yeah. There's so much to learn, and you just feel like I feel like a novice always, you know, and I just feel like now I'm starting to learn how to learn. It's not even learning, but I feel like I'm finally understanding how I could learn.
Are you talking about technically, or are you talking about...
Technically and everything, you know. It's just, and you know, the person, Emmylou and I are both huge Maria Callas fans, and I've discovered that any kind of music that I want to do, whether it's Mexican music or bluegrass or rock and roll, I can check with her. You know, I can get a Maria Callas record and kind of oink along with it, which is all I can do compared to her, you know. But the Encyclopedia of Technique is either on her record. If I can't find it specifically there, I get a Brian Wilson record, a Beach Boys record.
Now, that's not the opposite extreme.
It really isn't. It's like, again, it's like an encyclopedia of correct singing technique.
Well, what I notice each time when I watch you sing is I can always see both sets of teeth. And that to me is that every opera singer you ever see, they're going,
All my fillings.
every feeling we've got, right?
This cat right here, is this an old picture of you? I mean, it looks to you like you, but is that, what is that?
It's me, sort of. It's a computer dream. I didn't do this cover. So, and I love the guy that did it.
It's a computer dream.
I only have seen it this week. It was something I remember vaguely looking at it going, get rid of that cat. But they didn't.
That's what I say every day.
Get rid of that stupid cat.
But you know, then when you listen to the record, though, this fits the whole concept beautifully, because it really did. The minute I started listening, I thought, this is what I first
I'm responsible for this.
what is that?
I cannot cook to say about it, but I can bake a mean loaf of bread. And that is my bread. I baked it in the studio.
Look at that.
So,
come on, Linda Ronstadt can bake bread with the best of them. When we come back, she's going to sing.
Tomorrow on Live, Joey from Friends, actor Matt LeBlanc.
Ooh, my first banana nut bread.
It looks great. There's no taste like home-baked taste.
You can enjoy that same delicious taste in a cereal. Banana Nut Crunch.
Home-baked taste.
Real banana baked into crunchy oat clusters, chopped walnuts, and crispy wheat flakes, too.
Who do you think baked this, Mom?
There's just no taste like home-baked.
Banana Nut Crunch cereal.
From Post.
That was a great catch. Hi, Mom.
Hi, kids. How you doing?
I'm thirsty. What you got? Ready? We got soda, OJ, purple stuff.
Got a Sunny D.
Okay. Tastes real orangey.
Smooth.
It's got healthy junk. That's cool.
Hey, you're out.
Hey, that was a good one. Huh? All right, Mom.
Sunny Delight, the good stuff kids go for.
I'm Robert Levin with another terrific offer from Levin Furniture. This Friday at noon, we start our great spring home sale. Pick anything from our showrooms and make no payments till May 1996. Nothing down, 0% interest, plus no payments of any kind for 14 months. It's truly our biggest sale of the season, so please join me this weekend for the great spring home sale at Levin Furniture, Cleveland's home for fine furnishings.
This is a News Channel 5 news brief.
4 people are dead and another person injured following a shooting rampage at a New Jersey post office coming up today at noon. The latest on the search for the suspects.
Several acts of vandalism have its victims believing they're targets of animal rights activists. We'll explain the details of that story.
Plus, Mark Johnson gets help with the weather from Bert and Ernie.
And Linda Hirsch will take your calls. See you at noon.
Yeah, another look at Linda Ronstadt at work there. I don't know how much with Aaron Neville. They won the Grammy for a vocal duet. And here she is with a song now from her new album. What is the name of the song?
This one is called Blue Train, The Blue Train.
Blue Train, Linda Ronstadt.
Watching the long faces riding this rundown track and the lost places from a dream that never brings them back. And the sad truth is nothing but a cold hard fact. I'm riding the blue train over the miles yet to cover, a ghost in a hurry to fade. I'm taking it one way to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me inside this blue train. pages, trailing this rusted wreck as our back pages scatter in the dust we left like a pearl necklace falling from around my neck. Away down the low road, a ticket to an empty room, a rendezvous unknown. I'm riding the blue train over the miles yet to cover, a ghost in a hurry to fade. And I'm taking it one way to nowhere, afraid you might be there to find me inside this blue train.
What was that pretty? Thank you, Linda. It was really terrific. So nice to have you here, really. Thanks, guys. Beautiful. Linda Ronstadt, all right? Deals like home in the stores right now. We'll be right back with Party of Poets.
Tomorrow on Live, actress Tracy Gold.
Here's another reason to switch from this freeze-dried to dark, rich Folgers crystals. Folgers looks more like dark, rich ground roast coffee. Folgers crystals. Open your eyes to the difference in an instant.
Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you.
Spread 2000, one of the first petroleum, solvent-free, and virtually odorless paints on the planet. There are as many reasons to use Spread 2000 as there are children in your house. Glidden, a better way to paint.
Attention, Cleveland, Ohio. Attention, please. The Credit Clinic is returning to the Cleveland area. The Credit Clinic will be held at Halleen Chevrolet. During the Credit Clinic, every credit application will be accepted for processing. During the Credit Clinic, the monthly payment is clearly marked on the windshield of every vehicle in the sale car display area, and $49 down is all that is required. The Credit Clinic going on now at Halleen Chevrolet.
Welcome a whole new season of fashion and savings. It starts with the spring sale beginning Wednesday, 9 a.m. at Kaufmann's. The spring sale with extra hours, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. starting Wednesday at Kaufmann's.
Here's a fresh idea for topping pasta. Pasta Ready from Contadina. Vine-ripened tomatoes marinated in olive oil, garlic, and spices for a taste that's deliciously light and fresh. Pasta Ready from Contadina in your grocer's canned tomato section.
Yeah, it's Mickey with Cody in the prop room. Remember those days? So it's hard for us to believe that your little girl Samantha's going to be 5 in June. And remember when I used to bring Cody here every day and he was backstage with the prop guys and Mickey, my assistant.
Today's his birthday. Samantha wants to know if he'll always be older than she will.
Always.
She's very upset about
Can't
that.
you figure it out?
Rage.
Just
A
kidding.
little reminiscing here.
Romper room, here we are. So, Claudia, the other day we talked about...
We talked about Best Actor,
yeah,
which is a really, really juicy category. You know, 5 outstanding nominees. Now, Best Actress, though, has got to be, I think, the toughest category to handicap this year. Early on, Jodie Foster seemed to be the front runner. After all, in the movie Nell, she plays a backwoods wild child with her very own language. And the Academy, you know, has a historic weakness for characters who are mute or similarly afflicted. Just last year, for example, Holly Hunter won by never uttering a word in the piano. And this Academy predilection goes all the way back to Jane Wyman and Johnny Belinda. Also working in Jodie Foster's favor, she grew up in Hollywood, and she is very well liked and respected in the community. Actually, she's the only nominee who is a real part of the Hollywood establishment. Working against her, though, she has already won twice for The Accused and Silence of the Lambs. And hey, she's at a fairly young age, and this is a pantheon that she would be entering that is occupied only by the likes of Katharine Hepburn and Bette Davis. Now, most feel Jodie will ultimately win at least 3 Oscars, but that now, well, maybe it's just too soon. Incidentally, Jodie will be looking as chic as ever on Monday night at the Academy Awards in an outfit by her favorite designer, Giorgio Armani. You know, in recent years, she has turned into one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, as well as the most talented. Also destined to look fashionable on Monday night is Jodie's closest rival this year, Jessica Lange, who is going to be dressed for the occasion by Calvin Klein. And Jessica's performance in Blue Skies has been widely praised, but others felt that she was simply playing her patented role, a slightly off-balance, slightly nymphomaniac wife. Also a problem for Jessica Lange was the movie didn't do too well at the box office. In fact, it did pretty much as expected. It had been sitting on the shelf for several years. It had been considered virtually unreleasable. And whether it's right or not, those kind of things do matter to Oscar voters. Still, with just a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for Tootsie to her credit, many believe that this will be Jessica Lange's year. It should really cap an extraordinary journey and transformation since she burst onto the screen as a kind of a Cupid doll starlet in King Kong. Now, many people do feel that it is a 2-horse race between Jessica Lange and Jodie Foster, but when handicapping Best Actress, you just cannot rule out Susan Sarandon, probably the finest actress working today, who has never won an Oscar and who is long overdue. The question is whether The Client is going to be the movie that she will be rewarded for. Many feel that those voting for Sarandon will do what Oscar voters often do, choose her on the basis of her body of work, if not necessarily for this particular movie. Rounding out the field, Miranda Richardson for the movie Tom and Viv. It's a movie about a poet, T.S. Eliot, never a big favorite with Academy voters. Very few people saw. She is a respected but little-known English actress, and voters will probably pay, well, very little attention. And Winona Ryder is the 5th nominee. She was so charming in Little Women, but she is very young, and voters are certain to feel that she has plenty of time ahead of her to win her Academy Award. So it's really it's a very, very tricky field to call this year. Two fields, two of the other categories, so Best Supporting Actress and Best Supporting Actor, are considered to be, well, almost sure things. Diane Wiest for Bullets Over Broadway, who was so extraordinary and really gave the performance of a lifetime, and that is considered to have pretty much of a lock on that award. And in
Uma Thurman?
In Pulp Fiction, no. Diane Wiest has swept all the Critics Awards. I mean, just about all of them, I think. And she was brilliant.
I'm anxious for Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting Actor, the feeling seems to be, that's a tough category. Great performances. There's Gary Sinise for Forrest Gump, Sam Jackson for Pulp Fiction. The feeling in Hollywood seems to be that Martin Landau is the leading contender right now for Ed Wood. He played Bela Lugosi in that movie, and it was an indelible performance if you've seen it. And of course, the problem is that not everyone has.
Well, they sure are making these cassettes available.
They are. If you've seen it, you will never forget it.
All right. Claudia will be out there, as we say, on Monday for the Academy Awards. Maria Conchita Alonso, the newest of the Spider Women, is back with us.
Friday on Live from Melrose Place, actress Laura Layton.
Okay, Daddy's turn to eat. Mommy said, try Crispix. It doesn't get soggy in milk. Yeah, Mommy is funny. Okay, so it starts crispy. Big deal, huh? Well, like childhood, this won't last.
Kellogg's Crispix cereal. Delicious corn and rice that stays crispy to the end.
Last bite. This should be mushy enough for you. Hey, it's still crispy. You're gonna love this stuff. Of course, you're gonna need teeth first. That means orthodontist.
The chef spent years perfecting the chicken piccata. You could spend as long getting a table. Why bother when there's Cafe Classics from Lean Cuisine? The specialty of the house, now at your house.
A puzzle. With so many stomach remedies around, which can you take for indigestion? And for diarrhea? And for upset stomach? For most any common stomach problem, the answer is Pepto-Bismol.
Don't look. Hershey
Hershey's Hugs are getting dressed for Easter. Hugs are mini Hershey's Kisses hugged by white chocolate. Some Hugs have almonds, but they take longer to dress. Hershey's Hugs.
Don't just wish for healthy, shiny hair. Go out and get it. Blow drying gave me split ends, so I did something about it. With the special pro-vitamins in Pantene Pro-V shampoo and treatment conditioner, they penetrate deep down, improving hair, all the way to the tips.
Pantene Pro-V, for hair so healthy, it shines.
It'll happen. Promise.
I've been feeding this kid. Thinks he's Don Juan.
Who is he really?
I don't know.
The critics have fallen for Don Juan DeMarco. The sweetest, most life-affirming movie to come along in years. Depp, Brando, and Dunaway shine. Run, do not walk to this film. It will renew your love of life.
He is not Don Juan. How do you know he's not Don Juan?
Don Juan DeMarco, directed by Jeremy Levin, rated PG-13, starts April 7th.
You can't forget their grilled chicken salsa. Unfortunately, you did forget to make reservations. Good thing there's Cafe Classics from Lean Cuisine. The specialty of the house, now at your house.
All right, we had an exciting opening on Broadway for our next guest this week. I guess it was Monday night. Really an international star. As an actress, she's appeared in many American films, including Moscow on the Hudson and Predator 2, and now she makes her Broadway debut in the Tony Award-winning musical Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Here's Maria Conchita Alonso. The Spider-Woman is here.
Hi, Kathy.
Very nice to see you.
Same here.
Look over here. If that isn't enough, the spider itself.
You're really into it.
Yes, well, all my friends are giving me all these little spiders, you know, and I give them hickeys back. So
oh, right. That's good.
It's a fair exchange.
Not all of them, but, you know, I mean, you have to behave.
It was Monday night that you opened?
Yes, and it was wonderful, wonderful, because a lot of people came from Latin America.
Sure.
Yeah, they made tours, and yeah, so the place was packed, people standing up, and it was wonderful, standing ovation. It was like, you know, but I had no idea what I was doing at the end. It's like, you know, I thought, oh, I'm gonna cry, because when I get excited and happy, and, you know, I cry, and I was like stone, you know. It's like, I think I covered my face with a transparent something that I'm like, and I didn't know what I was, you know. Where am I?
Was it like having to another person or something?
Yes, I had no idea. So I was like, oh my God, okay, come on, guys. You know, Brian and Howard, who are my co-stars, who are like, for me, they're the stars. You know, they're wonderful.
Were you terribly nervous that day?
Not really, not really. I was very nervous Friday, which was a dress rehearsal with the orchestra and everybody, because Thursday was terrible. Thursday, when we did the show in the theater, I forgot the lyrics, I forgot steps. There are a million little things on the ground, on the floor,
and you don't have
where
a
you
lot
have
of time to prepare, do you?
Because of the lights, not in the theater. So I'm like missing all my marks, you know. So Thursday I went to bed like, oh my God, and then Friday went so well, like if I have done it like for weeks. That Monday I was very relaxed because Friday went so well, you know. So it's great. But every night is different. Every night you do something that you're not supposed to, but the audience they don't know.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
But what is home for you? Is it South America?
Well, I've been living for 13 years now in Los Angeles, in California. But I was raised in Venezuela. From Venezuela.
Yes, I think
born
we
in
have.
Cuba.
He was just in Caracas.
You were just there? No kidding me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, a cruise ship stops there at La Guaira.
In La Guaira, really?
La Guaira, yeah.
Okay.
And Caracas, and here's here's.
That's when I was Miss Teenager. Yeah, with my mom.
Of the entire world.
Yeah. Well, this one was when I was of Venezuela, and then I went to Miss Teenager of the World, and I got it too.
Is this you too? Is this you too?
That's me too. Yes, I was an actress since I was a little girl.
Oh, is that right?
Always acting and singing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And do they have a Broadway in Caracas? I mean,
no,
theater
I did the first show in Caracas, in Venezuela, kind of like it, but not Broadway. It's like movies live, right? I mean, you talk about a story with music, and for me, it's like a modern opera, you know. And you don't have that in Venezuela. In Venezuela, you just have music going on and not stories.
Were you a star, Maria, in Venezuela when you came to Hollywood and made that movie with Robin?
Yes, I had already 2 gold albums.
Oh.
And I've done like 11 soap operas and 4 movies, and I did 3 plays. Not like this, you know. This is like. I don't even know what is. I mean, I don't want to think about it because then it makes me nervous. You know?
In other words, you've been preparing your entire life for what you're doing right now on Broadway.
Yes, I have been, but I wasn't looking for Broadway. All of a sudden it happened. I'm like, what am I into? Which I haven't really realized because then I get nervous.
Yeah.
So you know, I just want to enjoy it and every night make it the best I can.
Well, she's got something else coming up too, a mini series called Texas, and we'll talk about that in a moment.
The Century Plaza offering the finest in luxury service in Southern California style. Adjacent to Beverly Hills on LA's fashionable west side. The Century Plaza and Tower, a Westin hotel. Friday on Live, actress singer Dee Dee Kong.
I can dress myself. I don't need mom to help me anymore.
Crossroads Lincoln-Mercury knows price, selection, and service sells cars. That's why over the last 10 years, Crossroads has sold more Lincoln Town Cars, Continentals, and Marks than any other dealer in Ohio. Always a huge selection at great prices. And our big volume means lots of luxury trades. Always over 20 Lincoln trades on hand, priced from $3,000 to $30,000. Lease or buy, you'll see why if a Crossroads sticker isn't on your car, you've probably paid too much.
Good times aren't necessarily good for your skin, which is why you need Moisturizing Dial Plus with antibacterial ingredients that kill germs, while rich moisturizers help keep skin soft. Moisturizing Dial Plus, hard on germs, soft on skin.
Moisturizing Dial Plus for sensitive skin is available right now at your favorite retailer.
Mr. Helpful is here. Why don't you bring the Lipton rice and sauce to the table?
Okay.
Watch him. To the table.
Okay.
Untouched.
No problem.
Right.
The delicately seasoned taste of Lipton rice and sauce is so irresistible, you just can't wait.
Hey, I brought it to the table.
He's gonna be a lawyer.
Lipton rice and sauce tastes too great to wait. And now, try Lipton's new chicken tetrazzini noodles and sauce.
I believe we live in a world where meatloaf has meaning. I discovered this at Boston Chicken. It felt good, real, like family. That's the meaning of Boston Chicken's new meatloaf. It's meatloaf the way I like it. One sauce baked on, another chunky tomato sauce on top, incredibly moist, fast, and delicious. Suddenly I'm in the world of Ozzie and Harriet. This is different. This is progress.
Look for our valuable coupon in this Sunday's paper.
We're talking with Maria Conchita Alonso, who opened this week in Kiss of the Spider Woman. And incidentally, we've just picked up this magazine, but I didn't realize it was all about her. But here's a picture of her family, and notice how beautiful her mother is.
When we were kids, my brothers and my parents.
Maria sitting on her mother's lap. And of course, the family was there on opening night. Now, what about Texas? That's starting James Michener book, right?
Yes.
Miniseries in April.
It's a story of you know, when Texas was fought over by Mexicans and North Americans, and it's a miniseries of 4 hours, 2 days I think they're going to be shown, and they have a lot of Stacy Keach and Patrick Duffy, and a lot of I shouldn't have mentioned those two because now I'm supposed to mention everybody. it. You know?
They know they're in it.
They know they're in it, yes. So it's great. You know, it's a very, well, it's a mini-series, especially for TV.
I love stories about Texas. You know, it's such a big, juicy, sprawling state. And,
it was wonderful. I was doing a soap opera in Venezuela at the same time that I flew to Texas to do this, and then I went back to Venezuela, and then I flew back again to Texas.
Holy cow.
Yes, but it worked out fine.
All right, well, let's take a look at a clip here. Now, in this particular scene, you're having a conversation with your lover about having a baby. She's having
But
a
not
baby.
having the baby.
Here we go, Texas.
I buried one woman I love. You buried one man. Each time we were...
I don't want to hear about this.
I buried
you
one
made
woman.
me
You
promise.
buried one man. No seed was planted, no fruit. No fruit was born. I want to hold children in my arms, bounce them on my knee, teach them to ride with them, with you.
There will be no children in our lives, but there is purpose. Because we are one, Benito.
Okay, so you got the mini-series, you got Broadway, you got it all, Maria
Well,
Conchita.
now I want to go for an American deal in the recording industry.
Oh, you want to sing?
I want to, well, yeah, no, I mean, I sing in Spanish.
In Spanish, but you want the American.
Yeah, and you know what I'm doing? I added a verse of one of the songs on the show, Kiss a Spider-Woman, in Spanish.
Oh.
So, you know, the Latins that goes to the show, they like it because it never has been done before.
Maria Conchita
So it's like, give me love in Spanish.
Working it from every angle.
Absolutely. That Texas will be on ABC on April 16th and 17th. Maria, good luck to you. And thank you very, very much.
All the best to you.
We'll be right back in a moment.
Friday on Live actor Joe Morton.
If you think you're paying too much for auto insurance, A1 can show you a new way to buy affordable car insurance with attractive rates for all cars and all kinds of drivers. We offer multiple car, homeowner, and other discounts. So call A1 now for a fast, affordable quote at 1-800-GENERAL. We offer payment plans to fit everyone's budget. So call the leader in auto insurance. Call A1 at 1-800-GENERAL.
Yes, sir! Why in blazes is there so much food in these On-Cor entrees, Private? Even a hungry soldier like me can't finish all this rich, meaty lasagna! Encore's a 2-pound family-size entree, sir. Son, the Corps is the only family I got. Then here's the drill. My family will report for duty at 1800 hours, sir.
Al, about these Encore Salisbury steaks.
We'll skid over your place 7 tomorrow.
For tasting more, it's Encore.
The virus spreads.
We got 19 dead. We got 100 more infected. It's spreading like a brush fire.
The panic rises.
260 million Americans will be dead or dying.
The greatest medical crisis in history begins.
There will be panic the likes of which we have never seen.
Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman.
We can't stop it.
Outbreak, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Assault, robbery, rape. Unfortunately, it happens every day to innocent people. Friedman, Domiano, and Smith want you to know property owners have a duty to protect their tenants, customers, and employees. A responsibility to provide secure properties. I'm Jeff Friedman. If you've been the target of a violent act and proper security was not provided, call Friedman, Domiano, and Smith. Your concerns are our business.
I believe it was on a Wednesday.
My palm was really itching, so I bumped and got me
2 tickets.
And I scratched with my baby finger.
The first one I scratched off
It was a $1,000 winner. I just freaked out.
All right!
Okay, tomorrow, yes, from Friends, that Red Hot series, Matt LeBlanc will be here.
Also, fine actress Tracy Gold.
Yeah, good to see her again.
And the top 5 spring fashions that are a must for the woman in your life, or you,
exactly
the woman.
right. Yes.
Happy birthday, Cody. I love you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Some members of our studio audience will receive the following. Rich buttery toffee wrapped in smooth milk chocolate. Isn't it time you had a Heath bar? Have a Heath. Action tabs with the special formulas made for women and made for men. Action tabs to get with the action. At drug and health stores everywhere, Action tabs, vitamins you take at night. Freshen your breath with new Rembrandt Breath Freshener. Rembrandt's great-tasting alcohol-free formula is convenient to use anytime, anywhere. Rembrandt Breath Freshener. Perm Essentials, quality products specially designed for permed or color-treated hair to help you undo the damage you did to your do. Perm Essentials. Tomorrow on Live, Joey from Friends, actor Matt LeBlanc, actress Tracy Gold, and spring fashions for women.
Coming up next on News Channel 5 at noon.
A city employee working on a sewer finds himself in a precarious position. We'll tell you what happened.
Cato Kalin takes the stand for his second day of testimony in the O.J. Simpson double murder trial.
And a stolen statue has been returned to its rightful owners.
Plus, Mark Johnson gets some extra help from some members of Sesame Street.
And Linda Hirsch takes your calls. Our number is 578-1000. Stay tuned. News Channel 5 at noon is next.